Speed, movement, precision. Death is swift as much as your blade, but relax and let your body take over. Do you have what it takes to be a Ghost Runner? GhostRunner is a first-person hack-and-slash game developed by One More Level and Slipgate Ironworks. Taking place in a cyberpunk setting, you play as a Ghost Runner whose job is to outmaneuver his way through tricky ravines and slash through his enemies by any means necessary. With the guidance of an AI known as the Architect and a climber known as Zoe, you are tasked to kill Mara and save humanity. Ghost Runner is able to run on walls, use a grapple, hack, and being able to dash. You know, the usual arsenal for a cyborg ninja. You can even slow down time when you're airborne and dash out of the way from incoming shots. With the addition of your basic abilities, you also have access to 4 different special abilities with cooldowns. These range from slicing more than one enemy in a straight line or reflecting bullets back at your enemies. They're cool additions, but I rarely relied on these abilities and used my momentum to kill my foes quickly and efficiently. Also, keep in mind, if you're playing on mouse and keyboard, you have to bind the abilities to a key in the settings. It's very odd they just didn't bind the keys automatically. But anyways, with the addition of your main abilities, you may also run into temporary power-ups like slowing down time and a super jump. They're a nice change of pace and can make fighting enemies much easier if you're able to find them. But get ready to die a lot because everything in this game kills you in one hit. That's right, one hit and it's all over. Really reminds me of another indie game known as Fury, at least in terms of difficulty. Thankfully though, GhostRunner has forgiving checkpoints so you can try again and get back into the action immediately. Which leads me to the strongest part of GhostRunner, its intricate level design. There are many routes you can take and more than one way to solve the problem. Those with keen eyes are rewarded with secrets like new blades and audio logs. Combine that with tight controls and you got a game that is oh so satisfying. Boss fights are also included, which are a nice change of pace from the usual. The first fight was impressive and by far the hardest in the entire game. It requires you to run on walls and dodge enemy lasers. But as I progressed to the other boss fights, I was somewhat disappointed by the lack of difficulty. Sure, I had some interesting ideas, but it was nowhere near as difficult as the first boss. Despite that though, I really found myself enjoying these boss fights. However, something I didn't enjoy were the puzzles. For a game that wants you to carry that momentum, it really slowed down the pace when they started introducing puzzles. I know they wanted to space out the action and give you something else to do, but there has to be another way to do it. Luckily, there weren't too many puzzles, but I'd like to see these reworked in the sequel. And if it wasn't obvious from the footage you're seeing right now, GhostRunner's presentation is top notch. It's impressive to see this level of quality from an indie developer. Hell, it even rivals some AAA titles in the visual department. The lighting reflecting off the ground and walls all look gorgeous. And the countless billboards with advertisements were also a great touch to make the world more believable. It really makes you feel like you're in a cyberpunk setting. Complementing the cyberpunk setting even further is the excellent soundtrack composed by Daniel Deluxe. If you're really into EDM or even a fan of Fury's soundtrack, this is seriously worth checking out. Although the tracklist is short, every track has a distinct theme to it. But if you were to ask me what my favorite tracks were, it would definitely have to be The Orb and Striker. But again, I enjoyed the whole soundtrack, so if anyone's interested, I'll leave links down below. Alright, we're getting into spoiler territory, so if you haven't played this game for yourself, please skip to this time to avoid any spoilers. Although, to be honest, you're not really missing much. After defeating Mara, it's revealed, surprise surprise, that the Architect is against you. We get rid of him from our system, and we get a short synopsis from the perspective of Zoe of how the GhostRunner saved humanity. It's a shame because I really like Zoe and I honestly thought we'd get a chance to meet her. But that isn't the case. In fact, she leaves near the end of the game before you reach Mara to save another climber.
On a frequency only used by the climbers. I have to check it out.
It's a trap.
What if it's not? If there's somebody out there that needs my help, I can't ignore them. I won't let you fight our war while I hide.
I need you.
No, you don't. It was nice of you to pretend you do, but we both know you're fine on your own.
Do you have a weapon?
I do. Thank you for everything you've done for us. I hope that we meet soon, and that we'll all be free when that happens. Goodbye, Jack.
Goodbye.
Zoe out.
But I get it. This is made by a small indie developer, and it only costs $30, so it explains why there isn't much depth here. GhostRunner is an impressive game that relies on your reflexes and speed to carry you through. It's clearly catered towards a hardcore and speedrunner community. Although pretty short, clocking in at 6 to 7 hours, it's reflected in its reasonable price tag of only $30. If you're a fan of difficult games like Fury or parkour games like Mirror's Edge, GhostRunner is definitely worth checking out. Just don't expect a groundbreaking story. But I can't wait for a full-fledged sequel with more levels and a more fleshed out story. But that does it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. Till next time.